name is DeCleric and you're watching Skill TV. You talk about money and say how you can make more money for your company, then the board is interested in it. So how do we do that? Think about money and maintenance. Well, we made a module and you can see it over here. It's called the VDM Value Driven Maintenance module, and it says how, in which ways maintenance can actually contribute to the value, to the shareholder value of your company. And you can do that in 4 ways. Always the easiest one to explain is cost control. If you can cut costs with your maintenance organization and of course still keep a good performance, then you save money and therefore you generate value for your company. On the other side, you see the asset utilization. Asset utilization is if you can have a higher asset utilization and make more products in your factory, and you can sell those products, you can make more money for your company. So you can generate value by increasing your uptime. And you can actually calculate, if you increase your uptime by 1%, how much additional value that will be. The third value driver, as we call them, is resource allocation, and that is typically about the stock that's in the warehouses, in the stores of your maintenance department. They're all dead value, as we say, and they only are used as a very large insurance policy.
Your spare parts.
Your spare parts, yeah. Okay. So by thinking better about your spare parts, by thinking having the right parts at stock, and see maybe you can have vendor managed inventory, have your spare parts being run by the supplier, then you can create a lot of value by your by spare part management. The fourth value driver is for safety, health and environment. And that's what we say, it's more an indirect value driver. That's what we mean if you don't comply to safety, health and environmental regulations from your governments or countries, they can eventually shut down your plant and you can reopen it until you do again to those standards. Well, of course, the time that you are shutting down, it will cost you a lot of money. So by having a good safety, health and environment program related to the government regulations, you can create value for your company, or at least assure that you don't decrease any value.
Okay, all right.
Okay, well that's the first part of VDM. The second part is what we say, as a maintenance manager or a company, you have only a limited amount of resources. You can't focus on all 4 at the same time. So what we do, we calculate at the strategy which value driver can create the most value for your company. And we look first at how much can 1% cost saving contribute to your value, or 1% uptime improvement. That's the first step. Then you say, well, how much is your improvement opportunity? We do that by benchmarking and see how is your company scoring against the best-in-class companies of your branch, of your competitors, and you can see the improvement opportunity. And based on the improvement opportunity and the value you can create by improving only 1%, you can calculate what your total improvement opportunity will be. So that's the first step, to determine your focus. And we say, for example, if your focus is asset utilization, all your improvement actions, your improvement project, your thinking should be focused to asset utilization, but ensure that your costs stay at the same level. Yeah? So once you have determined your focus, then the next step is how you're going to implement your focus and really going to generate that value for your company.
Okay.
And then we go take one step down to this module. It's called the VDM Competence module. In here you see the 10 competences that are available in every maintenance organization. Here we have the cost control cycle with registration, analysis, the budgeting. In here you see a loop of the asset utilization, which starts with loss registration, loss analysis, performance planning. You have your supporting processes, your planning, preparation, executions. They're all there. In every maintenance company, they're all there. But some of them are developed further, and some of them are really at the low side of professionalism.
Okay.
Well, now the idea is once you have established where your value is for this certain period, and of course the value can change over time. If you get in an economic crisis, you may not be able to sell that much products as you like, then probably your value focus will go to the cost control.
Okay.
But once you have established your value, then you can say, how am I going to increase that value? And you're only going to implement best practices, improvement actions in processes, IT or organization, or improving your maintenance concepts. And you only do them on those competences that will directly contribute to the value and to your strategy focus. That also say that projects which don't contribute to that value focus, you won't execute at that moment.
Okay.
So it's all about focusing the company, only doing the things
that add value.
That add value.
Okay.
You plot the things on this competence module, and everyone knows why they are doing improvement projects and where their contribution will be.
This is wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, these are great tools and great ways, again, to get in people's heads. It's amazing how intricate this is, at the same time how simple it is. Again, I'm delighted to have the time to be with you, and we have limited time here, but any other comments you would like to add? What can a society gain by investing in maintenance?
Well, I think that's a good question. I think society can gain two things. It depends, of course, you can ensure that you have a safe environment, that you don't get any accidents or environmental issues. I think that's a very big responsibility of the maintenance too. On the other hand, what you see now, especially in the European market, and I think also a bit in the United States, that the plants are over the half of the age of the lifetime. In countries like China and stuff, they are building new ones. So in our countries, we don't build any new plants more because that's too expensive. So that's why you have to think about lifetime extension, getting as much as you can out of your
current assets.
And that also makes a big contribution to that.
Well, this is wonderful. I applaud you for what you do.
Okay.
And thank you so much.